Officer James had always taken pride in his persistence. Late in the evening, he was on his routine patrol when the call came in. A thief had been spotted fleeing after a robbery at a local jewelry store. Without hesitation, James activated his siren and sped towards the direction given by the dispatcher. Out of the corner of his eye, he glimpsed a shadowy figure darting down a narrow alley. James turned the patrol car into the alley, the engine's roar echoing off brick walls. The chase was tight. The thief was swift, navigating through a maze of side streets until they reached an open stretch of derelict land. At its edge lay the mouth of an old abandoned mine. The thief, looking back at James, had no choice but to plunge into the darkness of the mine. Without thinking twice, James followed. The darkness enveloped him as the echoing sound of the thief's footsteps guided him deeper underground. Suddenly, part of the mine shaft collapsed behind him, trapping both James and the thief within. The air was thick with dust, and silence hung heavy as the echoes finally faded. James managed to find his flashlight and pointed it towards the thief, who sat against the cavern wall. Expecting defiance or fear, James was caught off guard by the pleading tone in the thief's voice as he claimed innocence. "You have to believe me," the thief said, gathering his energy. "I didn't steal it. I was framed." James was skeptical, but intrigued. What a place to spin a lie, he thought. Their situation was precarious, and he knew they couldn't afford to quarrel. Survival was the priority. As they worked together to find an exit, the thief began to talk, unraveling a tangled web of deceit and betrayal involving the true criminals, a group that used him as a scapegoat. His story seeped with authenticity, and James began to reconsider his stance. Trusting the thief, James devised a plan. Using their combined wit, they signaled rescuers above by creating vibrations strong enough to detect. Rescue teams worked tirelessly to release them. As sunlight finally crept through the entrance of their makeshift prison, James emerged with a new perspective. He escorted the thief, no longer seeing a criminal, but possibly an unfortunate victim of circumstances. Back at the station, digging deeper into the case's details, James realized the truth buried beneath lies deeper than the mine itself. Thus began the unraveling of an unjust conspiracy, with James and the man he once pursued working together to expose the real culprits. What an incredible story. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content.